Hey guys, welcome back to Tracie's Place. I am glad you are with me again for another mukbang. I have glazed tenders today, the spicy honey glazed, sweet and spicy honey barbecue glazed tenders. So, I'm not one for spicy at all, so I'm hoping they're not too spicy. Let me find my napkins. I'm not one for a lot of spice, but everybody was saying they were so good. They were so good. So let me try them. And they say they have honey in them too, so they're sweet and spicy. I just hope they're not too spicy. Let me take these rings off because this is a lot of barbecue sauce. And it's a 6-piece. And I should have got a 4-piece. I didn't know they were this big. This is a big container and the tenders are big. So anyway, I have a cheeseburger, some fries, and a fruit punch. And a fruit punch. I'll talk about this in a second. But anyway, let me say my grace. God is great and God is good. Lord, we thank you for this food. Bless this food and drink. Make it nourishing, Lord, not harmful. In Jesus' name I pray and give you thanks for it. Amen. Oh my goodness. Okay, this drink here. Let me see what it tastes like. Oh, it does not have any flavor. I have to see what this is. I have to call and see what it is, because it's not HiC, I guess, because they took the HiC. Y'all, I was so upset last year when they stopped making the HiC Orange. It was the HiC Orange Lava Burst. I think that's the official name for it. I never knew what the official name for it was. But they said it's a HiC Orange Lava Burst. And that was so good. I mean, it's been at McDonald's, I don't know how long, but it's a long time since I was younger. And I am not happy. I'm still not happy about it. And they said they got a lot of backlash for it. So hopefully, if people make, somewhat of an outcry about it, they'll get it back on the menu. But I know they have contracts to do and all of that stuff, like with Coca-Cola and Pepsi. I think they're either with Coca-Cola now, or I forget who HiC is with. But anyway, they changed, I guess, drink providers, and they had to give up the HiC. And I'm like, get something non-carbonated that's good to replace that, because people, that's what I always got at McDonald's. That's what a lot of people always got, either orange or Coke. Sometimes it's Sprite and stuff, but I think that was one of the biggest sellers was the orange and the Coke. So I don't know what happened. I'm trying to see if something spicy gonna hit. But as of now, people they've been, like I said, making a big outcry about bringing the orange back. But nothing has been changed as of yet. But I know here where I live, we have a Frisch's, and it's not overly spicy. It just has a little heat, which is pretty good because I do not like spicy, like I said. But Frisch's, they had Coca-Cola for years, then they switched to Pepsi. And people were upset about that. And so after some years, they switched back to Coca-Cola. So maybe McDonald's will get the hint and do the same. I don't know if McDonald's sales will ever drop, from it, or people would ever boycott. I don't know, but the HiC is a big thing to me. That orange, I love it. But I haven't had a lot of McDonald's lately. It was like when I was younger, I used to love it. And it still tastes good for the most, okay, the fries are always good. But, of course, when I was younger, McDonald's was the thing. McDonald's. And then even when I got married and had kids, you take the kids to McDonald's, of course, you get something too. And it was still okay. But as I gotten older, I don't know if you just lose the taste for it or something, but it kind of don't do your body right either when you get older. It's just not as, you have to really have a taste for it, or, But I've heard a lot of people, as they age, like into their 30s and stuff like that, and McDonald's just lose it a little bit for them. But It's still good sometimes. It's good. I'm not saying it's nasty. It's good. But, you know, your palate changes and stomach can't handle some things sometime after you age a little bit. So that's all it is. I'll be right back. I gotta warm that burger up. That burger is a little cold. Okay, that's better. I do not like cold food. So how have y'all been doing? It's been a couple of days since I did a mukbang, since last week. And I have missed you guys. This weekend, I was so busy, y'all, doing those. I did 3 vlogs over the weekend. I hadn't done a vlog in a while, and I had forgot how time-consuming they were to edit. I love editing, but it's a lot. It is a lot. And I ran into problems with copyright issues with some of the songs and stuff like that. I had to redo a couple of things. I mean, it took up a lot of time this weekend. So next time I would just leave out the music, you know, just I have to override or overlay copyright or non-copyrighted music that YouTube or I get somewhere else, and, you know, cover up the copyrighted music. I was like, oh my goodness, because my little cousin got married and she had some nice songs for her wedding, but I had to overlay the songs. So, but anywho, speaking of weddings or marriage at first sight. If some of y'all have watched some of my other mukbangs, y'all know that is my favorite show. But y'all, that Tristan and Mia is throwing me for a loop. They are stressing me out. And y'all know I don't like reality shows and a lot of that stuff that's crazy and stuff like that. But I like this because these people are really, they have really, you know, put their trust, and I hate to say that because, you know, you ask God to help you seek for a mate. But anyway, you know, some people do the dating thing, you know, online and stuff like that. So these people are on the show doing, you know, they have, I think it's 3 or 4 experts. You know, they give them all their information, all, you know, intimate details and everything. And these experts match them up with people that they think would be good for them. So, it's like people that are tired of the dating scene and stuff like this. So they turn to, you know, the show to hook them up. And they get married at first sight. They've never seen them, never met them, didn't read their bio, nothing. They just trust these people. So they get married, legally, everything, and go from there. And they follow them for like, I'm thinking it's 3 months, if I'm not mistaken. Woo! All this fruit punch, whatever it is, don't have no flavor. 0. But, anyway, follow them for like 3 months or what have you, and then at the end of the process, they can either stay together or get an annulment or a divorce. And this Tristan and Mia, I tell you, they had problems just from the get-go. And what bothers me is because they're supposed to be, they're professed Christians, and it seems like they've been having the most trouble on the show. And I'm like, oh Lord, embarrassing, but hey. Christians have, but they're people just like anybody else, and you know, they're people too. They have problems too. So, but I mean, they've been going through it. And at first, it was Mia that was having the problems, and then the guy, you know, I thought he was all this and that and everything. Then he's kind of short-tempered and stuff like that, so they're having problems adjusting, and they have to keep talking to the counselors and stuff. And Oh my, y'all. Get it together. And then one of the other two couples, they're just clicking like that, just going about it. And then the other one, they're having a little problems adjusting, just a little bit, but for the most part, they're doing pretty good. So it's gonna be interesting next couple of weeks when they have the final ceremony, the final show, to see which ones will be staying together and which ones are not. So that will be interesting. And then my other favorite show is the 7-Year Switch. Its last show was last week. And the one couple, I think it was like 4 couples if I'm not mistaken. And 3 of them ended up staying together. You know, they're working through their problems, staying together. And then the last couple, what's their name? Kendra and I think Charles. They're getting a divorce. And it was the man's choice, because Kendra would not accept him the way he was. And the thing was, he was walking with the Lord. He was, you know, a godly man when they first got together. Then he changed and just wanted to do his own thing. Well, you all know, if you're unequally yoked, that just don't fly. And the thing was too, he has had an affair since the beginning of their marriage, so she can biblically get a divorce, but I guess she was trying to hold on to hope, and it seems like he was kind of at first, but at the end he was like, this ain't gonna work because she's not gonna accept me. And she was like, well, if that's your, you know, decision. I think she just would have been miserable anyway. They both would have been. Like, since he had the affair, then they can go on and remarry. She can go on and remarry. So I just say that because that's a real couple. It's not a reality show as far as false stuff, but they were really trying to do something good. But anywho, I had to go to the doctor. Have any of you all experienced this? Going to the doctor and they don't really check you like they used to. I went to the doctor, and you know how they ask you questions and this, that, and the other. And my doctor, she still did that, asked me questions, and but she just didn't do. And my daughter even said the same thing because we go to the same doctor. She said she didn't squeeze me and push on me and stuff like she usually do, like doctors usually do. You know, they give you a little exam, like pressing on your throat and, you know, your back and, you know, stuff like that. And she did a little bit, but not extensively. And like, you can't now, well, my healthcare provider, years ago, you got your pap smear and your breast exam and your yearly was like all one. Now they want you to come back separately. And I said, this ain't nothing but the insurance wanting extra money. Because I even asked one of the nurses when they came in. Yeah, I will ask. And I did. I said, the doctor don't spend as much time, you know, with me anymore. So I said, and you can't get, you know, the same exams done like you used to all in one visit. I said, is insurance pressuring the doctors now and stuff like that? And what they can do and can't do during one visit, you know, so is it basically, you know, money driven? And she said, yes. I was like, wow that she admitted it, you know, but she was just like, yeah, that's what it is. I was like, oh my goodness, it is a shame. A shame. Yeah, I've only eaten 2. These are a lot. These things are big. But they are tasty. They're good. I love fried chicken. These are fried tenders with sauce on them. And one thing I really don't like about McDonald's is their onions, those little onions they put on their sandwiches. I have never liked those. I like either bigger onions or sauteed onions, but those little chopped onions, and they pile them, it seems like, all in one spot. Oh no, so I got no onions on my burger. So it just has pickles and ketchup and the cheese, but I'm gonna take that pickle off too. That's a little strong for me. One thing that I have never gotten from McDonald's that I really want to get is their rib sandwich. And of course, it's been out forever. Years and years, probably since I was little. And I have never, ever gotten it. And it's like a seasonal thing, and I forget what months it comes around, but I've never gotten it. I always wanted to, but just never have. So I do want to get that one day. And speaking of ribs, I'm making my ribs today in the pressure cooker again. And I've done a tutorial on that, on the how to make ribs in the power pressure cooker. So go and look that one up. I did it like a few weeks ago, so it's easy to find. Any videos that you want to see, I have a playlist, so you can just go and click on playlists, and it'll have Tracie's vlogs if you want to see some of my vlogs. In the kitchen with Tracie, or cooking with Tracie. And then I have Tracie's mukbangs, and I think vacation planning, and you know, just different stuff. I have it sectioned out. So if you like just certain things, then it's all listed in one spot for you. I was watching The View the other day. Which is something I usually don't do. It's not my favorite show, but I happened to see it this day. And they were talking about like the Me Too movement, and this judge that's trying to get elected to the Supreme Court or whatever. Yeah, the woman came out and said that he had sexually harassed her, tried to attack her or whatever when he was in college now. So they were talking about, you know, all this stuff, men, women, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, usually on that show, they're kind of, I won't say just quote, but kind of more along with feminists. And not like traditional women. They're more liberal, some of them. I know there were one or two that's conservative, but, you know, they're kind of up for the women's rights and the feminist movement, blah, blah, blah. So then, the other day, Joy says, you know, they're talking about this, she says, gone are the days when men would protect you. She said, somebody should, you know, stand up for the women. Men should speak out, and, you know, this, that, and the other. And when men are bothering you or whatever, some other man should be able to stand up for you. And you know, men used to protect women and blah, blah, blah. I'm thinking, honey, please. On one hand, you want to be all hardcore, and, you know, you can do this yourself, and you don't need a man for this, that, and the other, and, you know, all feminist, da da da. And then she went back to the other day to, you know, men used to protect you. And men used to do a whole lot of things, but since this feminist movement, it's like half the time they don't know what they can do. And women have changed a lot, and excuse me, men have gone through changes too. I'm not saying that, but with this feminist movement, it's no longer traditional things that a lot of the men are trying to do towards women, because women have changed, you know. It's like they don't need you to take care of them anymore. A lot of them have great jobs and better paying ones than men, and can buy their own house and will tell you that I got my stuff, you know, I don't need you, you know, da 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 da. But then on the other hand, they complain about what men, you know, don't do and stuff. And I'm like, oh my Lord, take your pick, you know, pick which one you want, traditional or, cause there's kind of no super. But yeah, sorry about that, my camera cut off. But yeah, I just think you can't have it. You can't have it every which way you want to, and think everything is going to bend to suit you. Yes, women should have, you know, fair rights and, you know, things like that, but they should be treated well. And if they're working for, you know, have the same job as a man, they should get paid the same, you know, all that good stuff. But as far as women's and men's roles in a relationship, women are throwing men for a loop nowadays. I think sometimes half the time the women don't really know what they want. Just jumping on the bandwagon. But anywho. But, you know, I know that women just want to be treated, everybody does, nice and kind. Anyway, I'll get into that another day. That's another totally different topic. These are good. I would have to say I would get these again. I would get those again. It's a lot though. So next time I would just get the 4-piece. Because I'm only eating 3. But granted, I have had this burger. So what are you all eating today? Please comment and let me know what you're eating. Let me know if you're eating with me at lunchtime, your lunchtime, or if you're having dinner or something like that. Y'all, this is just wet. That's all that is. Ain't no flavor. I know I keep saying it, but that's disappointing. It almost tastes like a Gatorade or something. I know one thing. I better get some dinner fixed for my husband and my son. So I got some t-shirts to work on today to finish up. And I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've designed them. I have one to finish designing, and then I have to press them out. Well, I guess if I hadn't had that burger, I could have ate more of these tenders, of course. But I got the burger just in case these were too spicy and I couldn't eat them. I wanted to have something. But okay, y'all. As usual, I'm going to finish off camera and chat with y'all tomorrow. I should be putting something out tomorrow. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Be blessed. Thank you all for coming by to visit with me. I love when you all come by and visit and comment and stuff like that. If you're a YouTuber too, let me know. Or let me know what your channel is and stuff, so I can come check you out. Because I like to support other people. And even smaller YouTubers. I'm not huge myself, but I do like to support. Because I remember how it was. And sometimes when YouTubers get bigger and they only like shout out or collab with bigger YouTubers and stuff like that, and I just think that is just not nice. So I want to help other people. So I am going to be doing a shout out coming up for YouTubers. fellow YouTubers. Also, if you all have October birthdays, let me know. I'll shout you out in October. So, let me know if you have an October birthday. If y'all give me a name, just give me your first name or whatever, and I'll say your name and happy birthday in October. If you want me to say the actual date, I'll do that. Just, you know, put it in the comment section below. And also, if you have a channel, like I said before, let me know and I'll shout you out. Do a special shout out video or something. All right, well, I'm getting full. So I hope y'all have a wonderful, wonderful rest of the day. And be blessed. And I'll see y'all next time right back here on Tracie's Place.